What's good, y'all? It's your boy Matt, your favorite CEO, fitness model, and content creator. Listen, man, stop feeling bad for outgrowing people. You need to stop feeling bad for outgrowing people in your life. Throughout your journey, from a child all the way to when you're in your adolescence, bro, you're gonna outgrow a lot of people. The people you start with is not necessarily going to be the people you finish with. And a lot of my deans told me that in high school. He said, shout out to Sadia. He said, my freshman year, he said, a lot of the guys that are your friends now from middle school going into high school that you came to the same school with, they're not going to be your friends by the senior year. I was like, nah, he's chatting. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Senior year come, a lot of the guys that I went to middle school with, I stopped talking to. And it wasn't nothing personal. It's just they wasn't on that same type of time that I was on. They were still focused on the 2K, the girls, the video games, all this other stuff. And I was trying to figure out like, yo, bro, how am I about to get this money? How am I about to elevate my life when I leave high school? Because school does not prepare you for life. Life prepares you for life. But I was focused on things that they weren't focused on. They were still focused on the same things they've been focused on since middle school. And I was trying to really figure out how I was going to level up. So during my lunch periods, I wasn't hanging around with them. I went upstairs and was chopping it up with my guidance counselor about life. I was just on a different type of time. And I was in a place where I was in a place of solitude. I was separating myself from them because their energy was trying to rub off on me. And I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? They were focused on things that I said was not in alignment with my best self. I was going to the gym. They were not. I was going to the gym at 17, 18 years old, working out, training. They were not doing that. They weren't focused on that. And that's cool. That's not me judging them. I'm just saying it's okay to outgrow people. I outgrew them. They didn't invite me out to places, my 4 years of high school, right? They didn't invite me out. I was always by myself. And that's cool. And I'm not saying this from a place of, anger. Like, I'm not angry. I'm not upset in any way, shape, or form. I'm glad I was never invited to those places. I'm glad I didn't spend a lot of time with these individuals because I learned, I was able to figure out who I was. I spent a lot of time with myself in solitude. I spent a lot of time figuring out who I was. I spent a lot of time building my own self-love by being away from these individuals. So everything happens for a reason, especially now from a higher mind, from a higher perspective. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm not going to feel bad for outgrowing these people. These individuals, a lot of them to this day, I don't talk to. I see them, I come across them. Yo, my boy was good. I hope you're doing well. Hope the fam's good, and keep it moving. But I'm not about to be buddy-buddy with you because you're still in that high school, middle school type of timing. You still worrying about chicks. You still worrying about, having sex with all these random. You still worrying about clubbing, which is cool. Do you. But I'm not on that timing, bro. I'm not focused on any of those things. Those things are not putting money in my pocket. It's not elevating my people. It's not elevating me. It's not going to feed my family. You know what I mean? It's not going to feed my woman. It's not going to help me to take my woman on dates. None of those things that you are involved with and that you're focused on is going to help me to elevate as a man. So I'm not going to focus on it. So I got to separate from you. But I'm not going to feel bad, and you shouldn't feel bad for outgrowing these people. Even when it comes to family. There are so many family members I used to hang out with, I don't hang out with no more. Ain't nothing personal. It's just you at a low vibration. I'm not. You're doing things that are not in alignment with who I am as a man now and who I'm becoming on the path of my journey. So I can't be around you because I don't want your energy, your low vibe energy, your habits, your bad habits to infect me. I'm Gucci. Stay over there. I need 12 feet. I need 12 feet, baby. I need 24 feet. Back up. Back up. Like real talk. You know what I mean? So don't feel bad for outgrowing people. Don't feel bad for outgrowing family members. Don't feel bad for outgrowing friends that you spent most of your life knowing. It doesn't matter. God will separate you from those people if those people are, one, having conversations behind your back that you don't know about, because it happens. Believe it or not, it happens. It happens. You might not think that person would talk shit about you behind your back, but they are. You might not see the negative intentions they have towards you behind your back. God sees it, right? Right? You're divinely guided. You're divinely protected, right? So always pay attention to these things and trust your intuition, especially if you're around that individual and their energy changes, because it happens. It happened to me a few times. That's why I had to separate myself from certain people. I'm like, okay, cool. This person's showing fake love. They don't really want the best for me. They jealous. They envious. Okay, cool. And I spent my whole life knowing this individual from middle school, elementary school, high school. I'm like, okay, I see how you're moving. So now I'm going to take a step back and focus on me because I already know what type of timing you on. I can feel it. I know it. Right? That divine God, that intuition, right? That gut feeling. Okay, cool. There's something iffy about him. That's not with his energy is not the same towards me as it was when we were in middle school, but it's for a reason. So like I said, God takes those people out of your life for a reason because you're elevating to new heights. God separates you from certain people so you can elevate, so you can evolve. But when you keep trying to force relationships with people that you have no business being around, then that's when chaos starts to happen. That's when you start going back to the bad habits. That's when you start hanging around the wrong people. That's when negative things happen. You were taken out of that environment to level up. You were taken out of that environment to become a better version of you, not to go back down with them. Right? You have so much potential. You have the greatness. You have greatness within you. You have the ability to create a better life for yourself. But if you keep trying to force relationships with people that you have no business being around, you're doing yourself a disservice. And you're being a disservice not only to yourself, but to your family and to your creator that you praise. Believe it or not, right? You were taken out of that environment for a reason. The universe guided you in a whole different direction. So that happened for a reason. That didn't happen by accident. That's not a coincidence. No, that happened for a reason. A lot of the guys I went to school with, I don't talk to. I have nothing but love and respect for these individuals. Salute to you, my G. Have fun. Do your thing. But I can't be around you if you're focused on things that's not propelling you in the right direction. You still smoking. You still drinking all the time. You still having sex with randoms. You're still doing things that are not making you better. You're not reading. You're not educating yourself. You're not stacking up your bread. You're mediocre. Like you have a mediocre crabs in a bucket. Man, I'm good. I don't want to be around that energy. And that's not me bashing these individuals. That's me having my own standards of who I want to be around. So I'm not going to feel bad that I don't spend time with these individuals anymore. I'm not. I was taken out of the environment for a reason. Right? So I need you to understand. Stop feeling bad for that. Stop feeling bad because you people grow apart. It is what it is. There's certain family members that you might love, your cousins, brothers, sisters. You might grow apart from these people because these people are doing shit that's not in alignment with the best version of you. It's not. Thank God I have siblings, right, that love me, that care about me, that want nothing but the best for me, and vice versa. You know what I mean? But there's certain cousins maybe, certain family members that I just don't spend no time with anymore, like how I used to when I was younger, because they're on a different type of timing. You know, their language, the way that they speak about themselves and about others. I don't want to be around that. The things that they mentally consume on a habitual basis, their habits. When you spend enough time around these people, you start to pick up on their language. You start to pick up on their habits. That's why you get taken out of the environment for a reason. So if you guys grow apart because now I'm taking care of my health, I'm in shape, I'm getting that bag, I'm moving and transcending in my life, but you're not, we're gonna grow apart, right? We're gonna grow apart. It's gonna happen, and it happened to me on multiple occasions. Family members, friends, I love you, but I'm loving you from afar. I'll see you from time to time at the functions, show you nothing but love, hug you. Yo, what's up? How you been? Yo, what's good? How's the kids? We good? Love you. I'm gonna see you soon. That's it. But we're not gonna be spending time with each other every single day, talking all the time. No, I'm Gucci. I love you, but I'm gonna love you from afar. And that's how you protect your own energy. So don't feel bad if you're growing apart from certain people. Don't feel bad if you have a small circle, right? Don't feel bad about these things. And don't sit up here and compromise who you are to appeal to that group of people, to appeal to those cousins, those siblings, those friends, right? You were taken out of that environment for a reason. So accept it and say, okay, cool. I'm leveling up. I'm becoming a better version of me. Their habits are not good habits. I don't want to be around that energy. I'm protecting my energy, and I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to love these people from afar. I love you. Salute to you. But I'm doing my own thing. And that's it. And that's how you should move. And I've leveled up in every aspect of my life, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, because I separated myself and I took myself out of that environment with these low-hanging fruit, these low vibrational individuals. I'm good. Stay over there. I'm Gucci. But don't feel guilty, and stop feeling guilty that you're growing apart from people that are not in alignment with your best self. Don't. Vibe higher. Set your standards higher on the type of people that you want to be around, the type of family members you want to be around. Put everybody, like I said, in their own category when it comes to certain conversations. You know what I mean? I'm not talking money conversations with certain family members because they're not financially educated. I'm not talking health and wellness with every single family member because a lot of them are stuck in their old ways. I'll give you the information, I'll teach you, but if you continue on with your bad habits, that's on you. You know what I mean? I'm not talking politics with my family members because I don't like politics. That's not my thing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit up here and have a conversation with you about something I have no knowledge on. It's something I really don't give a shit about. You know what I mean? So listen, stop feeling bad, right? That you're separating or that you separated from other people. Don't stop feeling bad. Stop feeling guilty because you grew apart from these individuals. It happened for a reason, and it's happening in your best interest. You have to be optimistic about it. You have to look at it from a positive perspective. It happened for a reason. It's happening because you're about to meet new people that are in alignment with your best self. You're about to meet higher vibrational individuals, people who have goals, people who are positive, people who are healthy, people who are wealthy, people who are in alignment with your best self, people who want more out of life, people who are not mediocre. You were separated from the mediocre people to meet better people. You were separated from the toxic relationships. You grew apart from the toxic girlfriend. You grew apart from the toxic boyfriend. You grew apart from the toxic marriage. You grew apart from these things because God has something better for you. Because you're attracting better, because you're leveling up. And you're becoming a higher vibrational individual. So as you continue to raise your vibe and you continue to level up and you continue to work on yourself and you continue to separate yourself, you're going to attract better things. And then the things that are not in alignment with that are going to go in the opposite direction. And that's a good thing. It might hurt. Damn, I love this person for 20, 30 years. And so what? They're not in alignment with your best self. Say goodbye. And that's that. Listen, man, your boy Matt Rodriguez. Like, share, and subscribe. Stop feeling guilty that you're growing apart from certain people. It's happening in your best interest. When you keep that positive mind and you're continuously optimistic about it, your life is going to transform because you're going to understand, okay, cool, I'm not around certain people that's going to drain my energy. I'm growing apart from this person because I'm leveling up and they're not. And that's okay. Maybe they'll level up. Maybe they won't. That has nothing to do with me. Your boy, Matt Rodriguez. Like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all. Ha!